Hello and welcome to another video for QuickTradeNinja. Today I will be reviewing the new version 1.01, and the new features and updates that came out with that release. So if you come to our website, QuickTradeNinja.com, and go to the support tab, you'll see the download latest version button, which will take you to the release page. And you can see here the original release and the release that was the version that was released today, as well as the release notes of what was changed. Really quickly, I'll review these. There were several reference price options added to the quick action indicator, and I'll go over those in just a second about exactly what those do. There was a new stop order type parameter added to ClickTrader, so you can select between stop market or stop limit orders. Also on quick actions, there's a new cancel option in the order action. So you can create a hotkey or a button to cancel any of your open entry orders. And then there were several minor bug fixes as well. Now the reference prices and any of the functionality of QuickTradeNinja, you can go to support tab, go to documentation, and you can find an in-depth explanation here of exactly how each of these things work. I'll go to custom quick action, and you can read through each of these, but I'll scroll down to reference price. Reference price, we had a few new ones added during this release. So high-low is a new one that was added. This one is, just as it says, it looks for the high or the low, and it is position aware, so it knows if you're long or short. It knows if it should look for the high or the low, depending on if you're long or short, and depending on whether you're changing the stop or the target order. You can read exactly how that works here. It's similar to, but not quite the same as highest lowest. This one was already in the package. Highest lowest will look, for example, if you do a look back of 5 bars, it will add look for the highest or the lowest of the point of those 5 bars. High and low, if you do a 5-bar look back, it will look for the high or the low of the specific bar that you put to the 5-bar back. The next one that was added was mid. Mid is the midpoint, as it says, of the specific bar that you set. And this is mostly useful in strategies where you're using a defined bar size, like a Renko or a range bar. And then finally, the most complex, but also the one that has the most power to QuickTradeNinja, is the indicator reference price. And this will allow you to use a value from any other indicator. You must select and configure the indicator in one of the properties. And since this is the most complex option, I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough of what that will look like. So if you come into QuickTradeNinja here, I've got a chart set up with a EMA 14-period EMA moving average drawn on the chart. I'm going to use that as my reference price to trail my stop loss. So really quick, I'll come into indicators, and I have down here, I have the EMA drawing on my chart. I've also configured a quick action, a QuickTradeNinja quick action, which is this one here. I already have this one set up. So I'm going to be moving my stop loss, so I've connected it to the stop order. And my reference price, this is the new option, is indicator. Now I'm going to look back 1 bar just for this example. That will give me this. Basically, we're going to be using this as a reference price. So right now it's 9,015. You could do a look back of, say 5 bars or 10 bars. And what that would do is, instead of this current value of the indicator, it would be giving you the value, however many bars back that you select. And I'm doing an offset tick. I'm going to do a negative 20 tick offset in profit. So the offset type is profit. And what this does is it makes it position aware. So what this is saying is, if I'm long, then I want it to be 5 points behind the EMA on the downside. If I'm short, then I want it to be 5 points above the EMA. And that's what this offset type does, is it's based on the profit, and that makes it position aware. Now the most important thing, obviously I've enabled my button here for the example. I've given it a name and a color. The most important thing is configuring your data series. This is what tells QuickTradeNinja which indicator you want to use. So you go to input series and you click on edit input. This will bring up another window, and in this available tab you'll have it will be closed like this. You'll have an indicator folder and your data series. You're going to open the indicator folder and you're going to choose the indicator that you want to use as your reference point. So in this scenario, I selected EMA, and you need to configure the parameters for that indicator here. So I've selected a 14-period EMA, and that's what I'm going to be using my reference price for. So I've configured that, and click OK. I now have my input series selected so that the quick action knows what reference price to look at. So just to demonstrate, I'm going to go in a quick long position here. My ATM gives me a target and a stop loss automatically placed. And as you'll see right now, my EMA is currently about 9,016.75. We should look for about 5 points below that. So 9,011. If I click that, it will take us right to 9,011.75. So it does it 5 points as I configured it right below the indicator value. So as this indicator, as the market continues to move and fluctuate and the indicator value changes, you can continue to click the button and it will move your orders based on that indicator value. So that's those are the new features. We hope you enjoy them, and if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. Also, make sure you always test this in a sim environment so that you can get familiar with it and make sure it's working as you expect it to before you start using it in your live account. Thank you for watching, and we will talk to you soon.